Egyptian cobra. The Egyptian cobra is one of the most historically significant snakes in the world. Ancient Egyptians feared and worshipped it. It appeared on the crowns of pharaohs, and Cleopatra herself is said to have died by its bite. Egyptian cobras live across North Africa and parts of the Middle East, preferring dry savannas, fields, and sometimes the edges of human settlements. They are large, powerful snakes, often reaching over 2 meters in length. When threatened, they rear up and spread their hood, a display that has unsettled humans for thousands of years. Their venom attacks the nervous system and can cause paralysis within hours if untreated. Unlike some cobras, the Egyptian cobra rarely spits its venom. It simply strikes with precision and confidence. Ancient, iconic, and still genuinely dangerous, the Egyptian cobra connects the modern world directly to some of our oldest fears.
Saw-scaled viper. Saw-scaled viper is small. Most individuals measure less than 80 centimeters, but size means almost nothing here. Saw-scaled vipers are believed to be responsible for more human deaths annually than any other snake species on Earth. They live across dry regions of Africa, the Middle East, and South Asia, often in agricultural areas and near human populations. That proximity is what makes them so dangerous. When disturbed, they rub their serrated scales together, producing a sharp, rasping sound as a warning. That sound is something you only want to hear once. Their venom disrupts blood clotting and can cause severe internal bleeding. They are also quick to strike with little hesitation. Compact, widely distributed, and lethally efficient. The saw-scaled viper proves that the deadliest animals are not always the largest ones.
Fer-de-lance. The fer-de-lance is the snake that defines fear in Central and South America. Its name comes from the French word for spearhead, a fitting description for the triangular shape of its skull. These snakes are large, heavy-bodied pit vipers that can reach over 2 meters in length. They inhabit tropical forests and farmland, which brings them into frequent contact with people, particularly agricultural workers. Fer-de-lance snakes are known for being fast, defensive, and unpredictable. Unlike many venomous snakes that prefer to retreat, a cornered fer-de-lance will hold its ground. Their venom causes severe tissue destruction, and bites that go untreated can result in permanent injury or death. They also give birth to live young, sometimes over 70 offspring at once. Aggressive, adaptable, and built for tropical jungles, the fer-de-lance is one of the most dangerous snakes in the Western Hemisphere.
Mozambique spitting cobra. Most venomous snakes rely on biting. The Mozambique spitting cobra added a different option. This species can spray venom from its fangs with considerable accuracy, aiming specifically for the eyes of a threat. Contact with the eyes causes intense pain, and without treatment can lead to permanent blindness. Mozambique spitting cobras live across sub-Saharan Africa and are highly adaptable, appearing in grasslands, forests, and near human settlements. They are considered one of the most dangerous snakes in Africa, not just because of their venom, but because of their habit of entering homes and camps at night. When cornered, they do not always choose flight. A snake that can attack from a distance, in the dark, around human dwellings, that combination makes the Mozambique spitting cobra uniquely unsettling.
Eastern brown snake. In Australia, the most dangerous snakes are not always the most famous. The eastern brown snake does not have the dramatic appearance of a taipan or the global reputation of a cobra. It looks, to many people, like an ordinary snake. That ordinariness is part of what makes it so dangerous. Eastern brown snakes live across the eastern half of Australia, including in farmland and suburban environments. They are fast-moving, nervous, and extremely sensitive to vibration. When threatened, they rear into an S-shaped posture before striking. Their venom acts rapidly, interfering with blood clotting and affecting the nervous system. Without antivenin, bites can be fatal. The eastern brown snake is responsible for the majority of snakebite deaths in Australia each year. Unremarkable in appearance, invisible in plain sight, and dangerously fast, eastern brown snake demands respect, precisely because it looks like it does not need it.
Cottonmouth. The cottonmouth is the only semi-aquatic venomous snake in North America. It lives in swamps, rivers, wetlands, and flooded forests across the southeastern United States. Its common name comes from the white interior of its mouth, which it displays when threatened, holding it wide open as a clear warning signal. Cottonmouths are heavier bodied than many water snakes and tend to hold their ground rather than retreat. That defensive boldness gives them a reputation for aggression, though most bites happen when people unknowingly step on them or attempt to handle them. Their venom causes significant tissue damage and can be difficult to treat in severe cases. They are also surprisingly good swimmers, capable of crossing large bodies of water. In an environment where most dangers sink or fly away, the cottonmouth stays right where it is and waits.
King brown snake. Despite its name, the king brown snake is not actually a true brown snake. It belongs to the mamba family, which makes its venom chemistry different from what many people expect. King brown snakes live across much of Australia, thriving in deserts, woodlands, and grasslands. They are among the largest venomous snakes on the continent, sometimes exceeding 2.5 meters in length. What makes them particularly dangerous is their behavior during a bite. Rather than striking once, a king brown snake often holds on and chews, injecting large quantities of venom. Their venom causes muscle damage and interferes with the blood's ability to clot. Treatments that work on brown snake bites are not always effective here, which has caught experienced handlers off guard. Large, widespread, and biologically misclassified in common knowledge, the king brown snake is a reminder that even familiar names can hide unexpected dangers.
Timber rattlesnake. The timber rattlesnake once ranged across much of eastern North America. Today, its territory has shrunk, but the snake itself remains formidable. These are large, thick-bodied pit vipers, sometimes exceeding 150 centimeters, with a calm and almost stoic presence in the wild. Timber rattlesnakes are not quick to strike. They rely on their camouflage, banded patterns of brown, gray, and black to blend into leaf litter and rocky outcrops. They may remain completely motionless even when a person walks close, but when they do strike, the bite is serious. Their venom contains both tissue-destroying and neurotoxic components, varying between populations. Despite being one of the most dangerous snakes in North America, timber rattlesnakes have a remarkably slow life cycle, with females reproducing only every few years. Patient, powerful, and increasingly rare, the timber rattlesnake is a snake that asks nothing of the world